Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Living Large Las Vegas. My name's Kobe Sherlock, and today back in the lab, my wife, Jane Sherlock. Say hello to everybody.
What's up, guys?
Man, we're bringing somebody really, really cool to you today in a true Las Vegas fashion. A lot of people think about the Strip. A lot of people think about activities. What I think about when I think of Las Vegas is love, and we're going to talk about that today. We have our great friend Elmer, who is the leading photographer over at the Little Vegas Chapel. Elmer, say hello to everybody.
Hey, how's it going?
Man, thank you for joining us. I'm excited to dive into this. I feel like in my experience, when we think about weddings in Vegas, it's got such this glamour and unique, fun perspective of what happens. So I'm going to pick your brain on some of the ins and outs of it. Elmer, before we get started, will you share a little bit about yourself and kind of how you landed here?
Yeah, I have been in Las Vegas for about 20 years now. I actually came over in 2004, January 8th. So,
all right.
A few months from now will be my 20th anniversary. My family is originally from Guatemala City, Guatemala. We came over a very long time ago just looking for a better life, and I found it here. I started photography in Las Vegas in tourism, and somehow I found my way in weddings, and now here I am.
Man, thank you. I love that. And we kind of joked a little bit about it before, but my father's a photographer, and Jane and I both have a history in weddings. I've worked in weddings as a GM of a beautiful historic mansion in East Nashville, and my dad was our photographer for the wedding. So nice. Definitely had a lot of fun shooting it. Something that most people don't think, and I'm willing to put it out there, on wedding day, the planner is not the number one coordinator. It's the photographer. Do you agree with me, Elmer?
Yes, I do, actually, 100%. Yeah.
I mean, if we don't get the shots, then it's not happening.
Nope. And then the photographer is the guy that tends to guide a lot of people, and a lot of people turn to us when they're lost for some reason. I don't know why. So we have to direct a lot of bodies all the time.
Man, I love that. Tell us a little bit about what got you into weddings, and specifically more in that chapel space here in Las Vegas. What's that like?
So I was doing photography for about a year on the Strip. So if you guys were ever tapped on the shoulder at a restaurant, that was most likely me. We were kind of annoying, but it's totally cool. After that, I decided to expand my horizons a little bit. I wanted to actually become a little bit more of a photographer instead of just a touristy guy. And I found my way in the chapel. I was not the best photographer at first. I apologize to all those couples, and but I did practice it, and I'm now the lead photographer at the Little Vegas Chapel. I would dare to say that we do have the best photographers in town at our chapel.
Come on, man. I love that. Tell us, what's the energy like at Vegas Chapel? What is, when a client comes to Vegas and they're just inspired to get married and they're ready to do the Vegas wedding, what does that experience look like when they come to you guys?
Oh, it's the most exciting thing ever. Yeah. Every single member of staff in our chapel is probably the most passionate person you've ever met about weddings. We're all really excited when you guys come in. Everybody greets everybody at the door. The brides that are in the lobby sometimes will interact with each other. It's all just kind of like a fun little party. It's imagine going home and seeing your family for the first time in years, and that's what it's like to come into our chapel.
Man, awesome. I love that. The Jane and I, when we got married, it was during COVID, so we were looking for creative ways, and I can't tell you how much fun it is coming from the wedding world and being in these huge, largely produced weddings, big budget weddings. It's really great to see a niche of having a chapel elopement style wedding here in Las Vegas, and it's world famous. People come from all over the world to have their experience with you. For your clients, what types of things do you guys like to do year in and year out? Do you shift it up, or is it the same package? How does that work?
So we always have our consistent packages. Our most popular ones are the traditional packages and the Elvis packages. Now, those are full service weddings, so you come in, get the whole photography, the video. You can have a limousine driver if you'd like, and we can add a whole bunch of other stuff to it if you'd like. And during the course of the year, during holidays or maybe special days, we have these like little extra packages. For example, we have Formula One coming over next month. We have a Formula One package. It's called Race to the Altar. It's going to be one of the most exciting packages that we offer this year.
I love that, man. I think that's cool. Are they going to get married inside of a race car? Or what does
Oh,
that
that
look
would
like?
be fun. No, we're going to do it as quickly as possible. No. So the package in and of itself is a full service package. Comes with photography. We will include, the traditional minister and everything. And the biggest thing afterwards is if the couple wants, they can go over and rent a car with VSSR. They will give the couple a discount and, off to the honeymoon.
I love that. Elmer, do you find that the folks that come, are they more locals? Are they traveling from all over? What's the kind of mix of your clientele?
It goes up and down based on the year. Most of the locals tend to come in during the summer. But tourists are pretty much a constant influx, right? The fun thing that I find is for the tourists, for example, we'll get one day, everybody's from Texas. The next day, everybody's from California. The next day, everybody's coming in from England. After that, everybody's from the Netherlands. So it's kind of weird. It goes through phases.
That's crazy. It's almost like they tell all their friends, they're like, hey, we're going.
That's what I think it is.
Texas and Vegas this week.
Yeah, get the word out,
Elmer, our Las Vegas community has the reputation of being the wedding capital of the world. Why do you think that is? What makes Vegas so special, and why should people come and get married here? So
on paper, the reason is because it's easy. You can get your marriage license within an hour. You can get married within that same hour. It's just simple. The real answer is because it's Vegas, man. It's already Vegas, a vacation. It's already a honeymoon, and who doesn't want to be in Vegas, right? May as well get married, right?
The best food in the world, too. I mean, there's nothing like
Absolutely.
having your wedding dinner at some of these celebrity chef restaurants on the Strip, overlooking the fountains or whatever else.
The best food is actually
true.
at my mom's house, but that
hey,
would be,
shout out to Mom. We're all coming over. You said something that resonated with me before we started the podcast. You said you get to be a part of everyone's special, moment in their life. And coming from weddings, I understand that. And what I found was, really staying in relationship with those folks after they've had that experience. And has that been true for you? Have you really been able to connect and stay connected with those that come through?
Oh, some of them are my best friends, honestly. There's this one, I don't know if I should say his name, but there is this one restaurant owner in Portugal. He and I keep in contact. I have a standing agreement with him that he has to give me a free meal. He hasn't agreed to it just yet, but I have the agreement.
At least you've held honor to it.
Yeah, I've
you
held
can't
on
wait.
to it.
Well, it's also not just first timers, right? You guys offer the opportunity to renew vows, do something fun, celebrate love.
That is true. Yeah, we offer renewal vows. It's kind of interesting to see our couples actually come back. Recently, we've had a lot of returning couples that will get married with us, and then like 5 years later, they'll come back and get their vows renewed. It's one of the coolest things ever.
Yeah.
Mostly for our listeners, and just because I'm curious, because we always have the movies and whatnot that share stories of the experience of getting married in Vegas. You have any not so successful stories of couples that have come and gotten married and maybe divorced within a couple hours?
No, not really. Actually,
all right, good.
We've actually had a pretty good streak. Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's the place to have an everlasting love.
I was always wondering if they come in and they're like, "Oh, we got married on accident. I don't want to do this anymore."
Statistically, there had to have been one, right? But I haven't witnessed one yet.
Hopefully, they go
Good
to the
luck
other
there.
chapels.
Right? No. Hopefully, they just stay together.
I love it, man. For you, Elmer, being here so long in Vegas, seeing it evolve, have you guys found that your business has evolved in that way as well?
100%. Yeah.
What's that been like?
It's been wonderful. It's one of the coolest experiences ever. There's just no stopping the way time moves. So you have to evolve no matter what. And instead of seeing that as a detriment to your business, you should see it as an opportunity. And I think that the Little Vegas Chapel has seen it as an opportunity, and we're taking advantage of that.
Man,
we're thriving right now.
How many folks do you have over there?
I think we are currently at 22.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's just regular staff. We also have our ministers who are members of our family, even though they're not technically members of staff, and a couple other people who share the same space.
I love that. As far as being in Vegas and in partnership, do you find that you have a lot of partnerships with local vendors and restaurants? And what's that look like?
It's one of the coolest things ever. I get to talk to all types of different businesses and friends and stuff in the wedding industry or anything related to it. Las Vegas has so much to offer that people don't even realize. You can drive what is it, those like Tonka trucks out there. That's kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, we maintain a relationship with pretty much anybody that it lives here in Vegas. If anybody wants to add a service to their wedding, we'll just reach out to one of our friends and we'll get it done.
I think that's cool. Well, tell me, what's some of the more neat experiences you've had as far as hosting a wedding? Any really out of the box things that you've experienced that you want to share?
Yeah, one of my favorites is the only time I've had a bridezilla. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it was kind of
you. Just one?
Right? No, just the one. Actually, it was two. It was both the groom and the bride.
Oh,
They kept
double
telling
whammy.
us the entire time that they were going to be bridezillas too. Like they knew exactly who they were. Like they were warning us. They were emailing us. We're going to be bridezillas. Anyway, the point is when they walked in through the chapel, they were both dressed as dinosaurs. Literally bridezillas. They got us. It was really good.
I bet you guys were all prepping like, look, they're going to be intense.
We thought they were joking.
Oh
But like there was always just that little hint of like, is it sincere? Like, are they being honest with us? But no, they got us really good at the end of the day.
Man, did that make out for some pretty cool
It
photos?
was really great. They did the whole Elvis thing too. So we have photos of Elvis with two T-Rexes next to him, just kind of posing.
Come on. I also saw that Elmer and these guys have Star Wars May the 4th weddings. So as a Star Wars fan, I appreciate that.
alley.
I love Star Wars.
So when Jane and I renew, I'm just kidding. She'd kill me. Come on.
No, come on over. Star Wars is the best.
Let's go, Elmer.
There's some of the best ceremonies ever. We have this sand ceremony that we use genuine sand from Tatooine.
Wow. See, man, I need to come visit. I want to come and see you guys just to check it out. It seems like a really cool experience. And being from the wedding world, I just love how people do it differently.
It's one of the best jobs ever.
Well, you are an officiant, so anytime you are short on officiant,
Absolutely.
we can come.
Let's do it.
I got your back, man.
And then I can come sing the first song for
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, they can.
Boom.
More than mortgages.
We'll sign them
Remember
up
what
for
I
their
said about
first
full
house.
service package it becomes even fuller, you know?
Yeah.
What? Go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, beyond the chapel, I've seen that you guys do some on-site elopement ceremonies. Can you talk a little bit about that? Some of the different areas that you guys have done some ceremonies?
Yeah, so we have the short and sweet package, which is our main elopement package. It's the most popular, and it's only about $75. You just sort of come in, we fill out all the paperwork, and that's about it. It takes about 3 minutes. The whole process is just efficient. Yeah.
That's incredible. And then do you guys file it and everything for them? Or?
Yes, we do. Yeah, we have about 10 days to file it after the ceremony takes place. We always file it on time. And we actually do have a service that we can file the paperwork the day of, and you can receive your certified marriage certificate either that day or the next day.
I love that.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
Literally. Elmer, tell me, for you guys in your marketing, do you find that you guys, and I don't know about spins or targets, but for your target, do you target outside of Vegas to market to, or what's marketing look like from your perspective?
So we cast the widest nets that we can. We're just trying to bring everybody in. We're trying to make sure that everybody has a good time. When it comes to marketing, we're just trying to get the word out there. We're here. I know that we can provide the best service for everybody. It's just a matter of getting the word out there.
Other than weddings, do you host any other events at the chapel?
Not really. Every once in a while, we'll have a special event, but those are usually just sort of taken up with myself or anybody above in management, and those are done on a case-by-case basis.
Okay. Yeah. I was just curious if they had any other hosts there, and I'm sure they tie everything into our marriage, but it'd be unique.
Yeah.
Actually, it's kind of fun. When we opened the Imperial Chapel, our second chapel, we actually did host the reception for the first ceremony there.
Oh, nice.
Oh, man, that's cool.
It was kind of fun.
How many chapels do you have?
We have 3 active chapels, but we can actually have 4. If we, one of our older chapels was turned into an office for a moment. So if we take all the office material, that's ready to become a chapel. So we can actually have 4 chapels at once.
Man, that's fascinating.
Nice. Yeah, we can run them all at the same time as well. So we can have 4 ceremonies going on at the same time.
All across the valley or mostly near the Strip?
All in the same location.
Super cool. That's super cool. I, for you being in the game, you spoke into kind of how your photography is developed. When you're going through it, you're editing. What's that experience like when you're kind of remembering some of the times that these couples came in? What's that like from a photographer's point of view?
Oh, it's kind of fun. I love looking at my old photos and just kind of remembering what the couples were like. because I'm one of those guys that I just kind of like to chatter. So I'll have a conversation with my couples, and I like to reminisce about the times we spent together, which is kind of weird. I'm just the photographer, but it's what I love to do, and I love those people that come in. So
I would say outside of the family members, I really believe the photographer has one of the more intimate experiences with the bride and groom. And like you said, you're guiding them all day. You're giving them that next step. Hell, if I remember correctly, you're, water, whatever's true, like you're down to give them whatever they need to help them and get the shots. So I love hearing your point of view.
If I do my job right, one of my photos is going to be framed and put on the wall for the rest of their lives. And I think that's kind of cool. So that's my goal.
Nice.
Man, I love that. And with you carrying that from the heart, it's true. I mean, that you're definitely landing that and putting it out into the world. I love it.
There was this one couple that sent me an email of one of the photos that I took. They had converted it into an oil painting and placed it on their wall. That was the biggest honor in my life. I legitimately cried for that. Yeah.
So sweet.
Jane cries at all weddings, man. It's a beautiful
Kobe
thing.
Does.
I know,
Without a doubt.
I tried to beat you to it.
It's hard for me not to do it. I've done, I think I'm coming up on 8,000 weddings now.
Wow.
And I still kind of tear up at every single one of them, honestly.
You just love love.
I do.
Yeah.
8,000 weddings. That's incredible.
Yeah.
What are you going to do for the 10,000th wedding?
So that one's going to be coming up around September of 2025, if everything goes well. I have no clue.
I mean,
throw a party.
Yeah, I feel like we should just have a huge party for the 10,000th. Whoever
Yeah.
that couple is.
I could just bring them in and let them know, it's
comped
going to be
wedding.
about me today instead of you.
We know you showed up to get married for yourselves, but it's really about us today.
Yeah. No, Elmer, one of the things that I love most about living in Las Vegas is how giving our business community is. And I just want to thank you and the little Vegas Chapel team for donating to Positively Arts for our leadership class project. You guys donated a package for the kids, and I just thought it was one of the coolest packages. Can you tell us a little bit about that donation?
Yeah, we donated an Arts District photo tour. So one of our photographers was able to take the winning family out on a photo tour of the Arts District of Las Vegas, which is the how would you guys describe it? It's the newest part of Las Vegas.
Yeah, I would say up and coming.
Yeah, it's very artsy. It's very new. It's very hip.
Yeah.
So one of our photographers is an expert in that area, and they took that family around and did a bunch of photos for them there.
That's cool. Anybody we know?
Honestly, I can't remember who won it, but
like
they're super lucky. Yeah. So you guys do photo tours as well as
on
a
the
service.
strip and on the chapel site, which is the Arts District.
Man, that's really cool. I love that they did that. And honestly, the work that you guys do, Positively Arts, is really an incredible organization. And so from the bottom of our hearts, it really is a thank you. Both of our children are involved there as well.
No, it was an honor. Thank you, guys.
Of course.
It was a pleasure.
So tell me, Elmer, there's a lot of events coming here to Vegas. What's some exciting things that you guys are looking forward to over the next year? What is the horizon look like for you?
So we have a special package every single month. So be on the lookout on our webpage. We will be coming out with a different package every month based on any sort of holiday or special date. So we have our Halloween package coming up in a few weeks. Love at First Bite. Which is
Clever.
Thank you. Came up with that one myself.
Great team over there. I'll be calling you for ideas for sure.
Oh, just right. We have the May the 4th Be With You package. That's a winner every single year. And of course, the Formula One, a package that's coming in next month, Race to the Altar, which is going to be a fun one.
Man, for any couple thinking about, coming here, what do you share with them about what your commitment is if they're thinking about getting married here in Vegas?
I always say that there's going to be 3 disasters in your wedding day if you want the marriage to last, right? That being known, just let us figure it out, right? Just focus on your wedding day, be yourself, be happy, and let us take care of the rest.
I love that. Man, how can anybody get connected with you? For our listeners listening, if they want to check out the Little Vegas Chapel, what's the best way for them to contact and connect with you guys?
Yeah, so the best way is to look us up on the littlevegaschapel.com. You guys can also give us a call at 702-385-5683 or send us an email with any questions that you guys want at info@thelittlevegaschapel.com, and we'll respond within the next 24 hours, or basically as soon as we can.
Yeah.
Are you guys on Instagram or Facebook?
Yes, we are. It's at the Little Vegas Chapel.
I love
Make
it.
sure to
Yeah.
add the. That's very
At
important.
Well, I tell you what, listeners, if you want to check out the Vegas Chapel, call me. I'll go with you. I want to go see it. Elmer's been a rock star. I can't wait to see more of your work. I appreciate how you show up in the community.
Thank you.
Thanks for everything you guys are doing to change people's
Appreciate you guys
lives.
having me.
Of course.
Love.